My name is Doug Cohn, and I escaped from Colorado. My wife Jennifer and I, we moved to Harrison about a year ago, and the marijuana was part of the issue, but my wife's going to talk about that a little bit more, but mainly because we just felt the Lord leading us to Arkansas, and specifically to the Harrison area. And you know, as we go along, He reveals more and more of His plans. We live in the Denver suburbs, and I just want to share with you tonight the story of two lives that were nearly ruined by marijuana, just to give it a little bit more of a personal face. The first one was a young man. He was in his early teens. He was smart. He was an honor student, 4.0 honor student. He had a bright future ahead of him. He was introduced to high-grade marijuana by an older coworker, and that began an 8-year addiction that led him to dabble in other drugs, so it became a gateway drug for this young man, as well as drop out of school and begin a life of criminal activity. He could say no to alcohol and other drugs, but the addiction to pot controlled his life until at the age of 23 he was set free by the power of God. The second was also a young man who was bright, he was athletic, he was on track to become an Eagle Scout by 16, and he had aspirations of joining the Marines. He got mixed up with the wrong crowd, and one friend's mother, who got medical marijuana, let her son access her supply. Soon all the youth in his circle were smoking pot and taking pills. And it wasn't long before he was sideways with the law. Not long after that, he dropped out of school. He didn't care about anything or anyone. He just wanted to get high. His parents finally asked him to leave the home, and he didn't regroup for quite a while. That first person's story is my own. I was addicted to marijuana for about 8 years, and if people out there tell you it's not addictive, I'll tell you they're lying, because it's highly addictive. The second person's story is my son. He's now 20 years old, he still lives in Colorado, and I hate to say it, but he still struggles with addiction to marijuana. I know he's come a long way from where he was, but he still has a long way to go. And you know, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have gotten access to pot if it hadn't been legalized, but with so much more marijuana on the streets, first medical and then recreational marijuana, my wife and I have watched this scenario play out in Colorado over the last 8 years. The chances of getting marijuana and the amount that's out there went up.